In 1896, Jewish Austrian journalist Theodor Herzl published an influential pamphlet called The Jewish State, which argued that the establishment of a Jewish nation was the only way of protecting Jews from anti-Semitism. At the First Zionist Congress a year later, led by Herzl, Ottoman-controlled Palestine was chosen as the location, a place Jews believed was their rightful homeland. With the collapse of the Ottoman Empire during World War I, Palestine came under the control of the British under a League of Nations mandate. In 1917, the British government issued the Balfour Declaration, which promised to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine while preserving the civil and religious rights of non-Jewish communities there. Although it was protested by Arab states, the declaration was authorised by the League of Nations in 1922. During the 1920s, tensions between Arabs and Jews increased as thousands of Jewish migrants arrived in Palestine, escaping persecution in Russia, Germany and Eastern Europe. During World War II, migration spiked as Jews fled the Holocaust in Europe. By the end of the war, Britain, unable to find a peaceful solution, referred the problem to the UN, which in 1947 voted 33-13 to partition Palestine between a Jewish and an Arab state, with Jerusalem under the control of an international regime.
As the de facto authority of the new state of Israel.
The Jews agreed, but the Arabs didn't. But on May 14, 1948, Britain withdrew and the State of Israel was proclaimed, the first Jewish state to be established in 2,000 years. The next day, forces from Egypt, Transjordan, Syria, Lebanon and Iraq invaded. The 1948 war ensued and eventually led to Jews claiming more key territory from the Arabs, including Western Jerusalem. Around 700,000 Palestinians fled or were expelled from these areas that became part of Israel, in an event they call Al-Nakba, the catastrophe. Some 70 years later, the conflict over territory is far from being resolved.